e4, e6. We move the
E4
pawn
is
once. Okay, this is a French defense. Okay, the in French defense, black player give the center to white player. Black player gives the center to white player and says, I will attack the center in next move. Okay, like this. He give the center. Now white have a right to control the center like this. White control it. Black play d5, d5, e5. This is the advanced variation of French. Which variation?
advanced variation of French.
Yes, advanced variation of French. What black will try to do here? Black will now see white give the center first. Black give white give black give the center first. Now he is attacking the center, attacking the center pawn. White says, "Okay, I will enter in your territory." If you see at this position, can you tell me which pawns are better? These two pawns are better, or white pawns are better?
I think the black pawns are better.
How black pawns are better? How? How black pawns are better?
Uh, no, white pawns are better.
Why white pawns are better? Tell me the reason.
Because for the white pawns, for the black pawns there is only one pawn supporting them and it is also
See,
blocked.
if you
But
see,
for the white,
white
mm,
pawn has crossed the territory. This is a territory line. But
yeah.
black control did not. Black pawn did not cross. Okay. White pawn already at fifth rank. Can you see controlling the square of knight? Black cannot activate the knight here. Can you see?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
white pawns, see, white can activate the knight here and here. Black can activate the knight here only. So now what black says, I will break the center. I cannot let white control the center. What black plays c5, attacking the center. Black says, I am not giving the center. If you capture, I will put my other pawn here. White says, black says, knight c6. Okay, knight c6, again attacking the center. It is an entire fight of this square. Okay, attacking. He's saying, I am attacking again. Black say, white says, okay, I will protect again. Okay, at this position, queen b6. Queen b6 other move. If instead of knight, we can play queen b6. Okay, queen b6, bishop, queen b6, or bishop d7. Bishop, and after this move, we can play bishop d7. This is also correct way to play. Okay, or here at this position, if uh, instead of playing this bishop d7, if play a3, a3, what we can do here? If play a3, what we can do here?
Now you can for this move. I mean, first move, you can knight. No, yeah, bishop to e7.
No, something else, something else.
Knight to
See,
c6.
he is trying to attack the c pawn with this pawn. You can immediately move a5. Okay, a5.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Or here, instead, see, after this move, if play bishop d7. After this, see, if we see after knight, bishop here, and we can again exchange the bishops. This is also correct way. Okay, simply if we move the queen here, he activates the knight. Sorry, if we move the queen here, he activates the knight. What we can do, play like this. If play this, just exchange the bishop. Okay, if play capture, you capture. Instead, if white play b4, now, okay, capture, bishop capture, 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 bring the knight there. If, okay, bring the queen here, knight will move to a4. Just try to break this. Capture, see, we get the open file. Okay, queen a6. We are not allowing white to do castling. Attacks, capture the pawn. He sacrificed the pawn. Okay, attack the queen, exchange the rooks. See, check. Okay, at this position, king will move here. Okay, see, this is a game. Okay, okay, this position is equal for both. White have slight advantage. Okay, at this position, after the c4, here, here, instead of capturing, if we play c4, here, bishop capture, 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 protecting with pawn.
Okay.
Okay, instead, if at this position, instead of capturing, he play this move. Okay, this is also the equal, ending this position in equally. Okay, so now at this position, we activate the knight. We saw both the knight. Knight f3, knight g, e7. What is the idea behind? We have to put the knight here. Put the knight here, attack the center board. Here also, we can move the queen here. Okay, queen b6 and bishop d7 still working. Okay, so in game, what happened? He moved the knight here. Bishop b3. Capture the pawn. Pawn capture. Bringing the knight here. Now, if he capture with pawn and put the bishop here, this bishop is useful. We consider light square bishop is weak in French defense. Capture, capture.
Okay.
Knight activate, knight attacking the pawn, bishop here. Okay, bishop here. Knight e2. Okay, white is still uh, delaying the castling. Okay, he is delaying the castling. Why he is delaying the castling? Can you tell me?
He's delaying the castling. Uh, White is delaying the castling because
Okay. See, he just because he want to activate these pieces, like he can do castling anytime. Like if black check the king with bishop, he is helping only to activate. Okay, and white want to like if in case like in uh like in in case in like many variation we attack the king from here. Okay, okay. In many cases, he need to advance h2 to h4 in order to able to develop an initiative on the king side. Okay, like he play like this. Okay, he
okay,
activate the bishop at this position. If castling, if white do castling here, if white do castling, bishop e7, trying to attack this. Okay, g. Okay, what we can play now? As a white. See, now as a white, if play knight e2. Again, the idea is bringing the pieces here, g5. Okay, g5. Okay, or h6 here, here only. See, if you see, we activate the bishop, knight moves here. After that, as bishop e7 or h6. Bishop e7 was played, but h6 also good move. h6, h4, okay, or queen b6. Queen b6 still available. Queen b6, then knight moves here, trying to attack the bishop. With like if he capture, he's just like this double pawn structure is there. He's just helping us to fixing this pawn structure h6. Okay, h4, g6. Okay, king f1. He did not castle. He want to open this file. It means bishop e7, trying to attack this g3. Okay, he's trying to do artificial castling here. Okay, long side castling.
okay,
Black did long side castling. King G or did trying to do a artif. Just put the king here, protecting the knight. This king is useful now. King here, just bringing away from the open file. Rook b1. Okay, this is the pawn structure will happen if you activate the queen here. Okay, but in game, bishop e7 was played. After bishop e7, h4, h4. Okay, h4, just trying to break this. He just want to attack king side. Black just lost a tempo with his the after this move. If you play check, check. Okay, queen e5. Here, what else can we play?
Here
This do you think this is
you
correct?
can moving this.
He just moved the king here.
No.
The queen
Yeah.
is not doing anything. Anytime white can kick this queen away.
Yeah.
Okay, so he lose the tempo. Black lost the tempo. His the rook as well posted at h1. Okay, that white will prefer to do artificial castling. Okay, like again the same way. Okay, king f1, then either king g1. Then he will just try to activate the rook here as well. Okay, h6, h6, just blocking the pawn. These pawn. Knight f4, rook c8. Okay, here long side castling is more safe. Okay, but he activate the rook here. King g1, queen b6, queen b6 or g6 can be considered. We can consider this move. Okay, but in game played, sorry, g6 can be considered, or this g6 we will bring the king here to here, or b6. B6 is not that much better. G6, we have bring the king here to here. We will also do artificial castling. Okay, after that, he played queen here, h5. Okay, knight b4. Black try to make use of the c file or counterplay, but this strategy is based on a tactical position occurred. Like if we play this game, foresight. Okay,
Okay.
we can do castling. Castling also good move. Okay, rook h3. Will bring the rook. If castling rook will be here, but this is not that dangerous. These knights are not. This knight don't have any space. If this knight move here, cannot attack. Okay, but it is good way to play. Okay, but he what he play? Knight moves the knight here. Okay, but bishop attack the knight. Knight c2. Okay, trying to attack this pawn. He just look cap exchange the bishop with knight. Fix the pawn structure. Rook here. Now, if you see, pawn cannot capture. This is a pin. Okay, he win the pawn. See, do you think it is correct move? This move was not correct here. This move was not correct. See, he just pinned the rook, pinned his knight. Okay, capture, capture, play like this. Okay, wins. Black captures the pawn, but this is a losing for knight. Queen capture pawn, captures. See, if you see, white wins two pawns against knight. Okay, so this is not way. Like now this rook also ready to attack. Okay, capture, capture with knight, winning the tempo. Queen moves here, putting it in open file. Winning another pawn. See, winning the base pawn. This is a so strong pawn. Once this black lose this pawn, black will lose the game. Here, rook c7. Rook c7 also possible. But he moved the knight. Okay, he attack. Protect. Again, bringing the king there and creating this threat. Here, black resign. Okay, so here,
Yeah.
black resign. Okay, he played this. This was the bad move. He lose the knight. Okay, another one. There is another game. Okay, which opening is this, Isha?
This is King's Pawn opening.
Which opening?
King's Pawn opening.
Yes, this opening is French defense again. D4,
This
D3. Yes, E5,
yeah.
C5. Again, break the center C3. Knight C3. Knight F3. Queen moves here A3. Okay, everything is protected. The idea is if capture. Okay, see, if capture, uh, capture like this. or capture like this, activating the this bishop. Like if play like this, capture like this. If play something like this, just moving it here and activating the bishop. This is the idea. Okay. So after this move, he played this. Okay, he closed it. This move played by the Chinese Grandmaster against Gukesh in World Championship match.
Oh.
Yes, same move. He activate the knight, bishop d7. Okay, bishop d7. Knight a5. Also good move. Knight a5. Okay, knight a5. Bishop activates. Just planting these pieces here. Castling knight e7. Okay, he played like uh, a Ding Liren played like this only. He bring the knight here, bishop here, then attack. Gukesh lose that game. Okay, but here white played b3. Okay, surprise. White exploit his lead in development and starts play on the wings where he should actually be weaker to the spot such a opportunity at the right time. You need to have outstanding feeling in this position. See, capture. Pawn capture, capture with knight. Knight a5. Okay, here rook c8, rook c8 also, but question mark. After that, knight capture, knight, queen capture, bishop d7. Protecting this open file, queen a4, offer to exchange the queens. Queen c7 was also good at this position. This was good, attacking this. Okay, but after this move, queen b1 in open file. This pawn is like this queen is not that good here. Activating the bishop. Here b5, b5 also possible. Okay, then bishop d3, attacking this pawn. Okay, attacking this one. But what he played in game? Bishop here. Bishop d3, knight e7. Knight e7, trying again using the same idea of attacking this castling. Okay, h6. h6. Okay, knight c8. Knight c8 also a key move, bringing it here to here. Okay, bishop capture pawn, g6. Bishop capture, pawn capture, check. Okay, king d7. Okay, white have advantage here. Okay, white have advantage here. White lose the bishop. White lose the bishop. See, white lose the bishop here at this position. If knight c8, win two pawns and three pawns. Win three pawns against bishop. One, two, and three. And white have initiative. He is trying to attack. Okay, see, white is trying to attack. So knight c8 is not considered good. Okay, at 6. After that, rook c8. A typical problem in advanced variation, the black knight from g8, and the bishop on f8
Oh.
are getting in each other's way. Okay, see, it is the like this is always a problem in French defense. They always block each other, this bishop and knight. Okay, so after that, knight moves now, knight to c8. Okay, c4, right. Here, rook d8 also possible. Rook d8. Instead of playing this, rook d8. Rook d8 also playable, but after that, rook will here and try to attack this here or here. Okay, but played here, knight c8, trying to open the center. Pawn captures. Okay, here, if knight b6. Okay, pawn captures. Okay, pawn captures. e6, giving the pawn and planting the bishop here. Okay, if captures, then bishop f6. Sorry, bishop, where bishop can move. Can we check the king? Hmm, check the king. Good move. Or what else we can do? We can just bring the bishop to b4. First try to exchange this. Okay. or bishop to f1. Okay, just try to put the queen here. Try to attack with queen. Okay, so after this here. Okay, after this c4, capture with rook. Capture happens with rook. There was one more move, bishop f1. If capture this bishop f1, knight b here capture. Yes, capture. Yes, so he did not capture. Instead of capturing, what he did, he he captured. Okay, he capture here. Move the pawn. He captures. Black capture here. Okay, black capture. We capture with rook, attacking the queen. Moves here. Exchange the queens. Wins the knight. Check. Two pieces. Winning two pieces. Check. Check. Exchanging the rook. White is playing with three minor pieces against rook and bishop. See, if captured, knight will be in center. Okay, attacking this base pawn, king protecting, exchanging the pawn. Capture, check. Idea is bringing the knight here to here. Okay, here or here. If moves like this, what we can play? Check, winning the bishop. Okay, if play here, what we can do? We can bring the knight here to here or here to here. Okay, so here again, black resign. Okay, there is another game with French defense only. E4, E6, D4, D5. Again, same thing, C5, knight C3, C. Activating the knight, queen B6. This time black activate the queen early here. If you see in previous game, what black did after this move, knight activated. Then queen, we play this variation, close variation. In this game, what we are seeing, see, again, after this move the pawn, he activate the knight. Instead of closing this, he activate the knight here. Okay, at this position, bishop d7. Bishop d7 line also possible. Instead of activating the queen, here, instead of activating the queen, bishop d7. Bishop e2, knight g7, knight a3. The idea is bringing the knight here. Okay, knight f5, bringing knight here, protecting this pawn. Entire fight of this pawn. Okay, so black. We will see this variation later. Black activate the queen. A3, knight h6. Move the pawn. B4. Okay, B4. Bishop D7. Bishop D7 also move. Possible move. Bishop D7. B4. This will happen. See, we saw this before. See, see. We cannot capture. If we capture, we are losing the bishop. Bringing the knight here. Knight. Okay, moving the pawn. Okay, this is another main variation. But what happens here? He moved the knight here, h6. We played this capture, capture. Same variation is happening. See, see. A5 also possible here. Instead of bishop e7, a5. A5 trying to attack this. B5. See, if we capture, we are still the same threat. We are losing the bishop. G5. Okay, knight c3. Knight moves back now. Activating the bishop. Knight d7. Castling. Knight g6. Trying to put the knight here again. Rook c1. Bishop e7. Or knight into a3. Knight into a3. Okay. And although the black has some compensation for the pawn, white stands slightly better. White is better, but like black have some compensation, like open files, pieces are active. Okay, at ninth move, instead of this move, a5. Okay, bishop d7, g4, knight h. Another alternative move. Because bishop e7 was played here at this position. H5, H4, sorry. Okay, H4 was play. Okay, and here G5, G4 is another move. G4. Okay, G4, knight H4. This is also possible move, but in game, play this move. Okay, H5, bishop D3, A5. Bishop capture, capture, knight C3. A pawn capture this pawn, or here, bishop E6. Bishop E6 also possible. H5, attacking the knight. If knight pawn moves here, still same threat. This is the threat. Okay, so here A into B4F happened. Knight capture the center pawn. Okay, black is trying to create discover attack and this one trying to do this. Capture the bishop, check. Interpose the knight, knight capture knight. Queen another pawn. Okay, capture. White capture this pawn. Here, castling also the move, but bishop e6 is stronger, protecting the move. Rook c1. Okay, instead of castling, white decided to capture the pawn. Okay, rook activate, bishop c3, attacking the queen, offering to exchange the queen, castling. Okay, queen a6 also possible here. Queen a6 is preventing the castling. Okay, so he play, but he did not play. He just offered to exchange the queen. Castling. Capture, captured. These two pieces are good. These two pawns are good. Rook is active. Both the rooks are active for black, and these minor pieces also not bad. Rook in open file again. Bishop again here. Attacking the bishop. Attacking the rook. Control the second rank. Rook f7. Capture. Attacking the knight with pawn. Bringing the knight back. Check. Trying to activate the king from this way. Okay, see the game. After a few moves, see, 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 see. We are learning how to play against French defense. See, see, check, see, see. Wins the bishop and winning so many pawns back. See, check, see. Trying to activate the king. After a few repetitions, see, moving the pawn. See. Okay, black resign again. Okay, I am making the study. I will make this study. You need to memorize these games. Okay, Isha.
Okay.
Okay.